I am so sorry, y'all. I forgot to delete my footage that I had uploaded some videos prior, and my trash wasn't empty, so my files were full, and it only allowed me like a 4-minute video. I'm sorry, y'all. This is part 2, and I hope that y'all tune back into this second video. Um, I was saying basically, like in those Costco's, everything that you want is at the top, because at the bottom everything is at grabs, everything is at reach for the bottom. Anybody could just come up and get it because it's available. They're first come first serve, so you got to get up a little bit higher on the shelf and you're able to see what you want. Sometimes what do? You stand up on the shelf trying to reach it, using something else to knock it down. But the point is that you have to reach for it. You have to leave where you are at the bottom and take a step up, because you see what you want is above. It's towards the sky. So the encouragement of us just reaching, I just wanted to show this as the video today, because as the image, because that's your limit right here on this plane, and everything you want is up there. And you have to reach towards it. You have to reach for it. You have to leave where you are, that bottom step. Call somebody that can help you get that ladder. And you got to climb up that ladder to get what you want. So what do they do when they climb up the ladder? They'll get it. And then sometimes you'll have your arms still reaching for it. And then they'll drop it. And the faith is you believing that you can catch it when it falls, when it's coming towards you. But your hands got to be up. Your arms have to be stretched as far as they can go. Sometimes you even got to get on your tippy toes. And when you're reaching there, especially too, even in the midst of this pandemic bullshit that's happening, and you still got people trying to keep you at that bottom step. The familiarity of it all. Everybody is familiar here. So when you create a pack, you don't want anyone going outside the pack. That means somebody's thinking for themselves. Somebody's going solo. Somebody's going to get something probably without you and not share, because they've decided that they need to get their own independence and learn how to do things by themselves. And they get upset. Gossip is typically the main thing they start, and that's the topic today. The topic today, as I was thinking, is a pandemic far worse than the coronavirus. There's something out there that we experience every day that's far worse than the coronavirus. The coronavirus at least gives you the opportunity to know that it's coming. You start experiencing symptoms. And then from those symptoms, other things start to take place in order for you to know, hey, my body is not feeling this. Something's not right. Something is attacking me. At least it gives warning signs. At least it gives signals. It gives indications that it's coming. This virus that I'm talking about doesn't give warnings. It doesn't give symptoms. You don't know that it's coming. You don't know. And it spreads to so many people. The disease spreads so fast and so rapid. By the time you get it, everybody else has already been infected. So now you're attempting to fight off all of these energetic fields that's already come before it, on top of the virus, this disease, this plague. And you have to evaluate where the source came from. That creates more disease, and then it affects the whole community, and before you know it, it's contagious. Everybody is sick. You want to know what that virus, that disease is that comes quicker than the coronavirus? It kills you far faster. negative people, gossip, slander, people who can't get you out of their mind, people who can't stop thinking about you, people who wonder where you get your money from, people who wondering how you got it all figured out, people who wondering how you keep having downfalls and somehow you still keep rising above the occasion, people who can't figure out how you doing it. They gotta put your name in their mouth, contaminate your name to talk about you to other people, to make those people not want to be around you because they don't want to get the virus. See, people say so many things about you makes other people think that you're sick, that you're plagued, that you have a virus, and they'll go around the community spreading stuff, telling people not to talk to you because of this and because of that and this and that and that, bringing up things you've overcome, bringing up your past, bringing up hardship, bringing up things that you've experienced that you didn't even think you was going to make it out of. And blessed be to the almighty divine source, whatever you consider your light, that was able to be that vaccine for you, to heal you, to bring you through damn near death. For some of us, death many times over, overkill. You feel me? For what? Because you got the light. Because you're not subjecting yourself to pettiness, gossip, rumor, slander. You don't want to participate. Because why? That sky is what you're reaching for. You've been at the bottom. You know what it feel like. You know how it is. You also know how it is reaching and climbing up that ladder. Further and further you go up that ladder, the more you're getting away from the ground, the bottom. What has stabilized you? The bottom has stabilized us for so long. We're going into nothingness when we continue to climb up. We can only hope that what we attain, what we desire to obtain is there. And when you're headed in that direction, in the pandemic, you're in the midst of another pandemic. This, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to wear a mask. You're going to get it. You get this one in your ears. You get this one in your spirit. You get this one in your soul. You get this one down inside of your chakras. You get this one in your mind. You get this one in your spirit. This one makes you sick to the core. And when you realize that you have it, the symptoms come all at once. What is the antidote to that? And it's like you continuously keep going, you continuously keep moving, you continuously keep pressing on in spite of the adversity, and there's a force still fighting against you. And you say, fuck it, I might as well go back to doing what I was doing, because at least over here, and you find reasons to justify getting what you want in a manner that you know is not conducive to where you want to be. And you're faced with the decision. All because of that virus. It'll make you want to go backwards, back to some shit that you used to do when you was on some fuck nigga shit, when you was fucking niggas over and keying niggas cars and putting sugar in niggas tank and flattening niggas tires and doing ruthless shit. You feel me? Want to take you back to that type of bullshit. Want to take a brother back to being in the street when he was making money the only way he knew how, and he knew it wasn't right. He knew it wasn't correct in his spirit. And he lied to himself every day, telling himself he gonna quit doing it when he get enough money to get out. But he realized that nothing never was enough, and that this game is just gonna continue to suck the life out of you, and you can never get out. and put the fear in you to make you think you can never make money fast enough. And everything else is such a process that by the time you get there to make this money you making so quickly today, you got debt and shit you got to pay off, and it make you say you might as well keep doing what you doing and take the risk. You're going to die anyway. You don't know how you're going to, and you start justifying in your mind all of these excuses and trying to come up with conclusions to justify what you're doing, all because this virus, this slander, this gossip, this perjury that our families, that our friends speak against us. Why the fuck can't people mind their own business? Why the fuck do people have to continuously keep casting spells with their mouth, saying stuff about people, speaking people's fate? Who are you? You have no right. You have no place. You have no place to continuously keep attempting to slander somebody because somebody see them in another image or in another light. Give people the chance to figure people out on their own. You don't have a place to go and attempt to persecute someone and give someone an opinion about somebody based off of an experience that you had with that person. That person may not have that experience with that individual. Give people a chance to get to know people. Now, if somebody is maliciously doing something and they slandering and you are sharing with the community that this person is doing this and that's not correct, that's something totally different. I'm talking about this virus that comes quicker than the pandemic, that comes in the midst of the communities when you smiling and grinning with people and you don't even know that they already got an opinion about you. You sitting at the table amongst people who have already casted a conclusion about you. You're working in environments with people where a co-worker or somebody then slandered your name somewhere in college, maybe a student, teachers, wherever, or somebody said something and everybody's sitting here pretending like everything is cool, and you the only boo-boo the fool that don't know somebody knows something about you that you don't. And you're not even given it a chance to, with this virus, you're not even given a chance to explain yourself. So many people have been contaminated already. You would have to go to every person attempting to justify and rectify. The fucked up part about it is you don't know a lot of what the person said. You just know some. So you're exhausted attempting to go to everybody and fix this shit. That's a virus. That's a motherfucking cursed, genetic, generational virus that has been plaguing our homes, plaguing our families, plaguing our communities, plaguing our system for far too long. And people are so fucked up inside, y'all, that a lot of times they're such cowards, they can't say this stuff to your face. So they use their little minions. They use people to chatter shit and say shit because they're too afraid to say it. So a lot of times they be wanting to cause conflict. They be wanting to cause confusion. They be wanting to fight out of you. They just don't know how to get it. So they got to stir a little shit up because they figure eventually you going to come back to them and say something, and that's going to be the explosion. And that you're going to do or say something that they're going to be able to use to go tell all the other people that they contaminated. Yep, and justify what they said from jump, all the lies, based off of this one time when you was fed up and you confronted them. And see, now we learn people. Now we see the games people play. Now we see how people, y'all, want to come against us in many different tactics. They throw shit out there. They'll take a jab at you when they see you climbing the ladder because they don't want you leaving the whack pack. You feel me? What's in your whack pack? I got all type of shit in this whack pack. Whack ass motherfuckers, whack ass bitch ass motherfuckers, whack ass dumb ass motherfuckers. I got all type of shit in this whack pack. I got a whack pack on my motherfucking back. None of that shit in there is nutrients. None of that shit in there is vital to my existence on this journey. None of that shit is living bread. None of that shit is living water for me. I can't do nothing with that shit. That shit gonna give me an energetic rush temporarily to give me a push to get a little bit further, but then I'ma fucking crash. People, y'all, are out to get us far faster, far quicker than the coronavirus. It comes in like a flood. You don't have an opportunity to prepare for that shit. It just comes out of nowhere. Your good deeds go undone. Your bad deeds go done. Nothing, like I said in the other video, you ever gonna be able to do that's good enough for these type of vampire sucking motherfuckers. You look at people that's younger than you, or older than you, and you see they looking so youthful and young. Motherfuckers is sacrificing motherfuckers. Motherfuckers is slandering people. Motherfuckers is sucking people's energy because they figure you gonna either have to blow up on me or you gonna have to keep pretending like you this peace kumbaya motherfucker and hold this shit inside and smile in my face knowing I stabbed you in your back. Either way it go, they pulling energy from you. Either way it go, they gonna suck you fucking dry. And they look vital. They look young. And they look youthful. Why? Because they sucking your blood. They pulling your life force. They taking your chi. They taking your energetic pulse. Look at a lot of these mothers out here. A lot of these mothers look a lot younger than their daughters. They're sucking the life force out of their daughters because their daughters are stuck in the struggle. This is real shit. I'm not making this shit up. They talk about the last days. We've been living in them. Everybody in the family is against each other. I don't know no black family where everybody get along. Somebody gonna say some shit. Somebody gonna feel some type of way. They see somebody with something. They can't congratulate them. They want to know how they got it. They want to know where they got it from. They want to know, was it legit? They trying to count your money. Well, they borrowed $50 from me 5 months ago and didn't even pay me back. And she got the nerve to pull up in a brand new car. That's the virus that we should be concerned about. Not no motherfucking coronavirus. At least coronavirus give motherfuckers the opportunity to attempt to get well. This virus will fuck your whole system up. It'll have you not eating, not sleeping. It'll have you full of anxiety. It'll have you just in a rage. It'll have you mad and taking that shit out and not knowing what to do. And people want to suppress you with the fact that a lot of times as family, people tell you, let that shit go. How much shit can you let go? How much can one just say, you know what? I'm going to just keep moving on. Yes, we grow out of the mud. Yes, we form and become diamonds in the mud. But once you come up, once you touch surface, once you get breath, once you get air, you're now living in this material plane. And everything here has to be accounted for. It shouldn't matter who and or what it is. Respect is earned. It is not given. People so caught up in the when I say Old Testament, it's the old set mind frame. Be grateful for what you got. No, I will not. Because I do not have anything. Everything here is from the world. If people got laid off, if there was no unemployment and there was nothing, and no one was self-sufficient and out there learning how to make their own money without the assistance of the government, people even on jobs, that's government assistance. You're working for the government. If they lay you off, you got cut. You don't have your own. We talk about people on cash aid and welfare and this and that. They taking our tax money, this. Everybody on welfare. Everybody that got a motherfucking job depends on the government. And if they shut the whole world down now, how y'all gonna eat? A lot of us are so consumed in our jobs that we don't have a trade on the. We don't know how to tap into our gift. People are just now, because of Corona, doing stuff I've been doing over 20 years, making goods. People have been hustling me for years. hustling me over my talent, knowing that I'm gifted, knowing that what I have is valuable. But because it's local people, they have that who are you energy. Who are you to charge $40 for some sugar scrub? You're just LaQuinta. You from where we from. Who are you? But they know that your stuff is good, and they want to condition you and keep you there. Want to keep hustling you for your products. People just now, because Corona hit, start getting into resin casting. And I've been doing this shit for over 20 years. It's been overlooked. Soon as Corona hit, people run out and want to go start getting stuff to try to hustle up and make money now. Y'all been asleep. Where y'all been? I've been teaching self-sufficiency. I've been living it. Slept in my car for 9 months. My children and I, we made it through a whole school year, legitimately. My daughter still made it with honor roll, sleeping in the front seat of a 2012 Honda Accord the whole school year. Because I overcame the opposition of people talking about me. And instead of them praising how I did it and how I got it done, they want to continuously try to slander and talk about you and bring you down to other people, try to bring your name down. They know somehow it'll trickle back to you somehow. People are sick, y'all, and they're contagious. And they're in our homes every day with or without a mask. That shit is contagious. All it takes is one word. Fuck a cough. Fuck a sneeze. Fuck particles in the air. That tongue cut sharper than a double-edged sword, rightfully dividing the word of truth, separating bone from marrow. That shit cut. That shit is sharp. And your mouth is your vessel. Your mouth is your word. Your mouth is the word of God. Whatever flows out of it, there it is. People are sick. People are spiritually sick. That's a virus that's far more contagious than the corona. At least you get locked down with corona and you in the house with people, you still at risk for that shit. Because all it takes is one motherfucking word. That's all it takes. One word to change your whole life. One word to make a child insecure all of his or her life. One word you say to a child can break them and they'll grow up insecure. One word. Fat. Big. Ugly. Skinny. Black, bald head, wide, any little thing that's amongst the black community that we do and or say. And we do that shit maliciously. Because we know we fucked up. And we know we not going nowhere. And you going to suck this person dry until they're lifeless. Look at people. When you're not around them, look how dry and fucked up they are. And then when you get around them, you see they got vitality. They got juice. People sucking us dry. People are pulling our chi. People are pulling our energy. INNERG. And it's fast and it's sharp and it's quick. And we cannot escape it. We have to become repellent to it. We identify it, we recognize it when we hear it. We're able to know this person is fucked up. See, once you've lived it and you've learned from it and you've overcome it, you know how to approach it differently. I recognize that people are sick and that it is no longer my duty. They say, oh, heal the sick. Fuck that. Keep your sick ass in them streets. I'ma heal you by being who I am and showing you that no weapon that you got is going to come against me and deter me away from them that have sent me. Try again another day. I've overcome that. And people are going to keep coming. They're going to come through the back door. They're going to try to slip through a crack. They're going to do anything they can do to try to fuck with your shit. Don't let them in, y'all. You got to build up your spiritual immune system. You got to build up an immunity to that shit spiritually. You got to meditate. You got to focus. You got to know that you have to be self-sufficient. Whatever it is that you can do, be productive with it. Make money from it. If it's selling cakes, if it's baking pies, if you know how to do manicures, pedicures, whatever it is you can do, go get your permits. Go get your seller's permits. Legitimately. It's free. You register through the county clergy office, get yourself